Welcome back into another edition of the Coach Mark O'Brien Show with Coach Mark O'Brien of the Coosa Christian Conquerors. And Coach, we want to thank Kia of Gadsden, Rainbow City for all that they do for high school athletics and the Coosa Conquerors individually and Average Joes as well. Without them, a lot of the stuff couldn't be possible that we do. So I always appreciate people that contribute time, money, and effort towards high school athletics. They're definitely a good example of that. Now, Coach, since we talked last time, some stuff's transpired. You guys actually had the week off last week. Mississippi Heritage Academy out of Mississippi unfortunately had someone pass away, and that's always an awful thing to deal with and a tough blow, but you didn't get to play them. What all have you guys done to stay mentally focused last week with just finding out on Friday you guys weren't playing?
Yeah, so, practice has been the same the whole week, Instead of us having a game, we went to a game. So, and then we came in, this weekend like we always do, and we have a bye this week, but we're going to approach it just like we do a normal game week.
It was kind of weird that you have 2 weeks off in a season back to back. That's very strenuous, I'm sure, on the coach to keep the guys dialed in or whatever. What's some of the things you're looking to do to keep them dialed in?
We're not doing anything extra, but we're not doing anything less. We're just doing the same thing every day.
Same thing.
Same routine. Yeah.
So Teddy's having a good time over there.
I'm sure he is.
Well, this week right here is a scheduled off week. How will that look different than a week that you didn't know that you had a scheduled off week, which was last week when you found out on Friday you weren't playing?
The only difference is, Bo, we're not getting on the field today, which is Monday, and Friday we're going to a game. So everything else is the same. Today we're going to just watch film. But Tuesday through Thursday will be like a normal film practice. So and then Friday, instead of us playing the game, we're going to a game.
Do y'all do anything on Friday or just give them the day off basically?
No. It's going to be we have a routine set out for them, and then we'll load the bus and we'll go to a game.
Last week we seen a very, very powerful message, although there wasn't a game. We still had Chaplain Scott Wright up here Friday, and I actually got to sit in on that. It was a very, very good message he gave to the guys. Talk about what Scott Wright means to this program overall, because I think he's really touching these individuals. He had an altar call the entire team with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's the probably the most important piece of the pie. We don't have a normal chapel service like most football programs have, where it's a feel-good message, and so the gospel's really being taught and preached. And Scott's a very important piece. He keeps the accountability built in there for coaches and players alike, and that's incredibly important.
Yeah, and then you followed that up with a revival last night at your church. I got to attend, and that was very special. How awesome was that to get to bring all the guys in, feed them, and then hear the word of God at your church?
Yeah, we're doing the revival all week actually. So I think it ends on Thursday. May end on Wednesday.
I think it ends on Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Yeah. So we'll be going after we leave practice. We'll be going over to the church for revival as a team all the way through Wednesday.
That's going to be awesome. A very, very, very good atmosphere last night at the revival as well. I don't know how Scott keeps up with all his notes because he preaches.
It's amazing.
2 services in the morning, then the revival last night.
Yeah.
Just 3 different sermons.
Well, and all the other stuff that he does too, from Bible studies to, chapel services here. It's insane. His schedule. He's special. He's a special guy.
He's my personal pastor, so I got to brag on him.
Yeah. He deserves it.
Yeah, he does a really good job. What are your focus as a head coach coming into this week right here? You got to have a focus. Obviously, it's to get better. What else is it you're focusing on this week?
I'm not changing. I'm going to work 7 days a week, Bo, and I'm going to do the same thing I'm going to do, that I do every week, every day. I'm a routine guy. if anything, I'm more, I guess you say more focused, just through the course of actions that's took place. And I will be, I will play less nice. I'm going to play less nice. So that's what it is.
The path in playoff now has definitely gotten a little bit more clearer for you. It's win or go home.
We're win or go home, and so
And that's every game.
And so normally, and there's different factors that breaks in. Okay, and
Basically, the playoffs start for you right now.
yeah, it starts now, and so now that there's so many different tiebreakers, since we've been awarded these 3 mysterious losses, there's so many tiebreakers built in. Whereas, before, and you know this about me, Bo, 42 points, I'd back off, like we've done this year. But, we may need to score 80, 90 points a game. So
Maybe you might.
it could be, it's a factor. It's a tiebreaker. It's one of the tiebreakers on points scored.
You've got to have points scored.
Yeah, so,
You're sitting at 0 points scored right now.
yeah, so we're going to have to score a bunch of points. And I will keep the ones in on all the games, and we'll try to score 100 a game for the next 4.
It's going to be tough.
We'll see if we can do it.
I've done it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
We're
We're going to try to get 400 points in 4 games. That's my goal.
I wonder if that's ever been done.
I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So,
when you get the guys and you told them the message about the loss, how did they take it?
they just got mad, just like we did.
Yeah.
And it's one thing. That's one thing. And I got to be really careful what I say. All right. That's one thing. And let's just stop right there. Just let the chips fall where they may.
Gotcha.
How about that?
Any other things going on that anybody needs to know? Off again this week, obviously next week. You guys host again next week, correct?
Yes, we're home. Matter of fact, our homecoming, I think it is. I think it's next Friday. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, homecoming. Yeah.
So anything needs to be talked about or discussed?
I don't handle any of those events.
It's a crane deal?
Yeah, it'd be a crane or Miss Justice deal. And, my goal is to get this team ready and try to go put 100 on the board.
All right. That's a pretty good goal. Well, Coach, that's going to do it this week for the Marco Bryant Show. We'll be back here, God willing, each and every week to bring you another edition of the Coach Marco Bryant Show with the Coosa Christian Conquerors. Thank you guys for tuning in.